Hey, let's go on. Let's talk about the NFC and the Giants and their coach, Brian Daboll, doing a great job. Team Money, what do you think? Is he the coach of the year?
Oh man, that's tough. That's a tough one right now.
I don't think it's tough.
I think he's got to be from
Of course
where
he
they
is.
were.
Of
Hey, I'm
course
just
he
saying
is.
there's some good teams out there. Nick Sirianni's definitely going to have, something to say here. The Vikings with a brand new head coach, he's definitely got something to say here, but I would lean Brian Daboll. Yes, because
Yes.
Daniel Jones was broken. That offense was horrible. The team was horrible last year. And look at them now. I mean, what did they have? A top 6 pick or top 5 pick? 4. They picked Kayvon Thibodeau, who looks awesome. And
Yeah.
this team just clinched a playoff spot with a week to go. Who would have thought
Yeah.
that? So
Right.
if I had a vote, he would be my guy. But I know a lot of people look at record and yada, yada, yada. But I look at situations flipped like that. Nick Sirianni made the playoffs last year, and now he's kind of in a skid. Is that going to sour people's tastes heading into the final week here if he loses again? So
Yeah. Well, Philly has been consistently excellent all year, but now they're dipping down. And that's why I don't think he gets it. But you look at there's 3 guys that are doing well that were good last year. And that's Philly, and that's the Vikings, and that's the 49ers. And yes, they all are better and doing better, but also a couple of them are declining. Philly and the Vikings are declining. Shanahan for the 49ers is still doing well. But if you look at the guys you would typically think of for coach of the year, guys that would improve teams you didn't think would be there. Of course, the Giants were not even expected to do anything this year, and especially in his first year. And I think where he really separates himself is how he has managed Daniel Jones. Now, Daniel Jones looked at as the guy that is, going to be the heir apparent. He's going to get this spot as the Giants signal caller if he keeps playing like this. And that is totally due to Daboll, the quarterback guru. He was in Buffalo, did the same thing, came here. Daniel Jones has stepped it up, and I attribute that to Daboll and his coaching.
Hey, I agree with you. I love Daboll. I definitely think, Kevin O'Connell, the Vikings should be in the running. I would also throw Zach Taylor's name in there. I was out on this guy.
You don't like Zach Taylor?
I don't like Zach Taylor. I still don't. But going from, what did the Bengals start? They were 2-3 and not looking great. They started 0-2 to now be on a 7-game win streak and potentially could have, if this game didn't get postponed, been the 1 seed. I think that's a hell of an in-season turnaround. And so I throw in a couple names in there, receiving votes kind of guys. But I'm on the Daboll train. I think we both said this before the beginning of the season. We loved this hire.
And the guy with the opportunity, I think, that has come from a team that wasn't that good is Campbell from Detroit. If they get into the playoffs,
I agree.
They got to get into the playoffs, or he doesn't get it. But they would be, if they get into the playoffs, they will be the first team in NFL history to start 1-6 and make the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't even think about that. And in the end, they both probably have very similar records. So I actually might agree with you. Campbell needs to get that if they make the playoffs. And they beat the Packers to do it, beat Rodgers. That's a hell of a storyline. That would be fun.
The only opportunity in the AFC, we have talked about all NFC teams. The only opportunity in the AFC is the Jags. So that, is an interesting, we'll see where they go.
Yeah, we'll see. Should be an interesting finish to the season.